All right, so we back. It's Tuesday. So right now, 8:05 in the morning. I'm at Tractor Supply. I have 2 orders to pick up from here. I am trying to line my entire day up to see what I can do. But there are certain areas I definitely don't want to go in. It's not my direction. But I think today I may very well have to go out the way. So we're gonna see how this day pans out, man. And again, I'm just trying to line up my route, see what direction I want to go in. I don't know if I want to go south because after a certain time, the traffic is crazy coming back. So that's what I do love about being in the north, is because I rarely see traffic, and those gigs be worth it for me versus me sitting in traffic and then having in the middle of a gig, and I'm like, was this really worth it? I got, an hour in traffic or 30 minutes in traffic. And it really does get that way down in the Fairfield County area. If you're not familiar with Connecticut, but that's like the Bridgeport, the Norwalk, the Stamford, the Greenwich, that area. So yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. But if I can happen to stay north, the only thing is I will have to go out the way a little bit just to surround myself in an area where the orders are coming out a bit faster, and they do have decent pay. So if I have to do that today, then I have to do it. But just so you guys know, man, it's really a part of the hustle. This is to be expected every single time, especially with the big slowdown in a lot of gig apps. So sometimes you're definitely going to go out your way, even if you don't want to. But at the end of the day, if you just play it smart and keep an eye on your gas tank, how many miles you're willing to drive, or like I said, I have a radius that I do, so I know I'm going outside my 30-mile radius. It is what it is. But yeah, man, let's get this thing started. So remember when I tell you about distributing your weight evenly in a vehicle? I'm still trying to figure out my route, how I'm gonna do this, because I don't want to put myself in a dead zone. Thing is, it's still early in the day, so we'll figure it out. But I'm trying to think if I want to do this one first. Well, I have to figure out exactly how I'm gonna maneuver today, because usually Tuesdays are kind of like slow days. They don't put out too much, depending on the area you go. But like I said, probably every once in a while I will have to go out my way. Luckily I know which way I came, but right now the app is not loading the way it's supposed to. It's not letting me complete the delivery, which I've been having a lot of issues with that, like completing the delivery for some odd reason. But again, luckily I do pay attention to the streets I turn on, so that way I can find my way back out until this app decides to behave. So I just had an experience with this app that I don't know why, but it has happened to me at least 3 times already. And it's like when you go in there and you're after you take a photo, right? Hold up, make sure I know where I'm going. Like after you take a photo, before you take a photo, I'm sorry. Before you take a photo, like it has you click on like the code and everything like that so you can verify the product. And in some instances they'll have you rescan the product, but now they jumping into, it's kind of on the fence honestly, but sometimes they have you click on a code and they'll just show you the picture that you took a picture of the item previously when you went to go pick it up, so you could identify it easier, which is cool. I actually like it that way, honestly. But what it just did to me though, it didn't show me the photo, it didn't have me rescan anything. So I was left to figure out exactly what this person order is, you know what I'm saying? And luckily, that's why you always keep paperwork. That is why you always keep paperwork. And I feel like a lot of these stores in the Rodie app, not all of them give you paperwork. You get me? Like, not every single one of them give you paperwork. You can ask for it, but in a sense, it is your responsibility to ask for it, depending on how many orders. Like, say for instance, all that is like dog food and like farming, you know, bedding, pine bedding and stuff like that. So like if you have multiple orders like this, definitely have a receipt. But if you know that you're only on one delivery and 2 deliveries and you already know what the items look like, you can ask for the paperwork. It's optional, it's not required for some stores, but you'll want to have it just in case if you have like a lump sum of orders, because it will help you out in the end. And that's my experience just now with it. I'm kind of glad that I did go through it, because I'm like, man, it didn't show me what to scan. It didn't show me what the item looked like, which is crazy because I know I took a photo of all of them before I could leave, because you have to, you know, in order to move forward in the app. So I'm like, dude, I don't know what this lady is getting. And then I'm like, you know what? Paperwork. Let me go back in the front passenger, grab my paperwork. So it worked out. But I just say that to say, like, always keep paperwork on you, especially if you have like a lump sum of orders, and it'll help you out in the long run. And again, depending on which app you're using, some of them do require paperwork, and some paperwork you do have to hold on to and possibly give to the customer, the client, you know, depending on what it is. But some apps do require it. But I say all that to say this: just get used to signing paperwork, because with Tractor Supply, with that store, through the Rodie app, I do have to sign paperwork, so they're able to verify my name, who I'm picking up for, and through what company or what third-party app or whatever the case might be. They need to verify that. And so yeah, I just say that to say, yeah man, definitely keep that paperwork. Definitely keep that paperwork. Alright, so we're halfway done. The last one, I'm going to leave for Shelton, that Seymour area. So this is the last delivery. And then I'm gonna just see what I can catch down there, if I'm able to get something down there. And we'll just see how it goes, man. Alright, so I had to run in this gas station real quick. I don't know what it is about this brand, but this right here, this brand right here, I can't go wrong with the water or the sparkling, bro. I genuinely can't. Like, it's just good. I put in an order for Walmart. So I gotta go pick this up in Shelton really quick. This is about, I think it said a 10-minute drive or something like that. So I gotta go and grab this, and then I gotta bring it back up to Waterbury, which again, like I told you guys, I normally try and get myself back close to my location as possible. And if I could, I could. If I can't, I can't. But seems to be working out, so I take it. In this field, in this line of work, sometimes you're gonna have to pivot more than you want to, and you're gonna have to make some adjustments. And it's cool, it's all right, as long as it works out. So yeah, I'm not gonna have you guys on this drive with me. I'm just gonna vibe out and chill. And then once I get to this Walmart, I'll tap back in with y'all. All right, so I just picked up the Walmart order. And I seen another Walmart offer in Waterbury, and hopefully they do accept me for it. So when I get up there, drop this one off, hopefully the other one is already lined up. If not, I'll take the loss. But you know, I try to get in there quicker before anybody else. But yeah, if they accept me, that'll be cool. You feel me? But if they don't, they don't. I'll be winging it today. Here's this traffic that I was talking about.